brands. Yes, can I offer you some blue jeans? Yeah. Okay. Well, where, what is your preference of brands? Okay. You know, give me an example.
Versace.
Versace?
Wranglers. Jeans.
Versace.
Yeah, okay. Now I assume that you want this jeans, so what I do is I send it to you in the trial room, and then when you come back, I've actually got one of those babies wrapped. So what else do you want, sir? And now that is an assumptive clause by a retailer. Same thing applied on the phone. You got it? Now, what does that do to a customer? Imagine yourself in that shop buying that pair of jeans. You're under so much pressure because you cannot say no now. Why do you come in the shop and waste that shopkeeper's time in the first place? Right? That's one thing. Secondly, that's the biggest fear of window shoppers. They'll go in and even though they're just window shoppers, but when it comes down to actual time of buying, they're so embarrassed that they, if the salesman is savvy enough and sharp enough, he actually makes sure he buys something. If not everything, then something. So he actually offers a lot of stuff. He does not go for the assumptive clause, and that's his fault. For a guy like me, if I go and walk in the shop, oh my God, I have to buy everything you have to offer. I call myself a nice guy, but I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? I know the assumptive clause, and they're applying it to me, but still I get embarrassed, and I have to buy something. Why do I waste this time, right? Just like that on the phone, when he's asking you all the questions, that means he took a lot of time of yours. It does not matter who called who. The later part of the call, it does not matter. Okay? Once you give him all the presentation, then you go for the assumptive clause. You assume that he has bought it, so you ask for details of where you're going to send it, and details of what he possibly, would choose from the list that you're given him. Got it? That's the assumptive clause. So do role play of this so that you can better understand the assumptive clause. And when we're going to go in the detail of assumptive clause, because this is just, the bullets of what kind of clause we're going to cover. Then you'll know how easy it is once you practice it. Otherwise, whoever knows that he's applying an assumptive clause is, embarrassed more than the customer because he knows that he's just assuming the sale out of nothing, right? So it needs just a little bit more practice than any other clause. Another sharp clause is porcupine clause. What is a porcupine? Everybody knows what a porcupine is, right? Porcupine is an animal which has all those, stings, what are those things called? Sharp needles. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you go close to it, just, every needle is right. And you can't touch it. It's like a big bush with a lot of thorns, right? Just like that. If I go to a shop and ask for a pair of jeans, so you want Pepe? You want Wrangler? Yeah, I want Wrangler. Okay, should I pack that for you right now? After getting all my details. And I'm thinking, I didn't even say I'm going to buy it, but he's thinking of asking me if I strap it up. You know what I'm saying? He's actually pushing that sale onto my face. And I have to buy because that had not just the inheritance and the essence of assumptive clause in it, but it is that much more aggressive, and it goes for the kill right there. If he says, I want Sony Ericsson, okay, which model? This one. Okay, what's the address I'm going to send it to? Now that's a porcupine clause. The customer is going to be baffled. He's going to be on the back foot on the defense. Oh my God, I just asked for this help, man. Why are you sending it to me? But then again, that's the point of this clause. Right? If you just know the customer is too late, kill him with the porcupine. Okay, don't assume and prolong the sale. 90% of the sale dumps are because you have a habit of telling stories. You know the customer is yours, then you have to give a speech. Everybody does that. Just to prove that, hey, in my recording, they'll know how learned I am, what kind of knowledge do I have, and we actually shove that knowledge to the customer. I mean, he does not want to know that speech afterwards. He asks for the order, and then speech time. And that is advanced customer service. Thank you so much, and it was so lovely talking to you. And then you go over the levels. That happens, and during that time, the customer is thinking, you know what? Forget about it, man. Forget about it. No, it happens. Everybody. It happens to everyone. It's natural. And that is called emotional control. Okay, don't be too excited. Don't be too confident. Don't be cocky. Okay? Now, urgency close, after the sale close, same kind of closes. You go, how soon do you need it? Okay, you how soon do you actually require? When is your contract ending? Right? That's your question. For a cell phone campaign, when is your contract ending? Okay, we have no time then. You know what I'm saying? But after the sale close, he's a baby of this particular close when you go to the customer's house, door to door, and then you ask for the sale. Are you looking for this? Are you looking for this? This is the question. Should I offer you this? Should I offer you that? Send it?
No, I think it's recording.
Okay. So, what you do is, I think the projector actually went on the screensaver. Okay. What you do is, when he asks for a particular model, then you ask for the sale right there. Right there. Do not waste a second. You have Sony Ericsson? Sure. You want Sony Ericsson? You know what I'm saying? Would you like me to send you Sony Ericsson? Sure. Right there. Right? But don't go for it because you have to actually know the prerequisites of these two closes. This is why I don't want to talk about them right now. What I want to talk about right now, I'm going to take most of the time, 5 minutes straight, for the trial close. This is the exact close which is not just befitting for your part of the world, but the kind of campaign you're running and the kind of customers that you are going to get because of this particular product that you sell. Trial close is the most used close, the simplest of them all, and also naturally adaptable by your team behavior. That you guys, the type of people that you are, the type of salespeople that you are. Trial close is naturally befitting for you. Very hard to imply, but once you have enough practice, trial close is the optimum close that you possibly can have. What is a trial close? Trial close, you put the customer on trial. Okay, you ask him questions pertaining to the product, and you qualify him, and then once he's qualified, then you ask him when is the best time for him to get it. That is your last question. When he said this, that means the sale is done. You qualify, and then you ask for the delivery time. That's it. You don't even have to ask for the sale, because that's a different kind of close. And that's what you're implying right now. You want to buy this? No, I don't want to buy this. You want to get this? You're offering so many questions, and then you're asking for the sale for every different model that you're offering. Okay? All you do is you qualify the customer for a particular package by asking a question in your probing phase, and then once you know that this guy is qualified, always ask direct questions. In this close, from the opening to the end, you do not ask an open-ended question. I'm not talking about the call here. You'll ask open-ended question in the opening state of the call. But as soon as you go for the close, do not ask, why do you think you like this? No. It's a big speech. Do you like this? Is a close-ended question? Yes. Would you want a color? Would you have different colors in this? Black or blue? Blue. Right? Just like it's on a trial. Once you know that it's done, you go and you tell them, okay, what's your address that I'm going to send it to you? Do not be bluntly rude in it. Be very, very polite. Okay? But once you have done your qualification, you ask them what is the best time, and that's it. Got it? We are going to cover these two closes, very minute details of these closes. We're going to go in depths of these closes so that you can perfect these. But once you have perfected these, I want these to apply at every call. Okay? Scroll up so that I can actually finish this. Okay, okay, this is one of my owner of Lost Building and Modeling in San Diego considers closing sale on their modeling project. Okay. By the time you're ready to pop the question, it should be a rhetorical one. See, now you have to know what kind of rhetorical questions are applicable in your particular sales cycle, right? In the call. You should already know the answer. Just like on a date. So, we're meeting tomorrow? You know she's going to say yes. You have to ask so that she is not under her ego. Why? I don't want to ask.